Okay, the next problem in this little section, 65, it's very similar. We did 57 and 61. 57, we just did a recording on that, which shows this equation and how to get that in the Pop Goes the Weasel song. So watch that to get this set up, and then once you see this formula, you can just plug in, you just have to find A, B, and C, and plug it into this formula, and this ugly formula will give us the two solutions for x that will make this equation true, not 2, silly. Okay, so the first thing is get this in standard form. So that means I need to get all the x squared terms together on the left. They're already together and they're on the left, check. And then I have to get all those b terms together on the left, and they are together with the 7, and then check. And then I need to get all the constant terms on the left and setting it equal to 0. That is not done. So I do need to add 3 to both sides of this equation. So I set it equal to 0. So I get this in standard form and equal to 0. All right, so once I have that set up, then I need to define my coefficients. So the first coefficient, A, is the 5. So A equals 5. Let's write that over here. A equals 5. And B is the 7. That's the thing in front of the x, so that's a 7. I'll write that over here too. And C, this one changed signs because we had to flip, make sure we set the equation equal to 0, and we get C is plus a positive 3. I'll just write 3. So C is 3. So I have all positive numbers now. And wait a second. No, I do not. I'm sorry. That should be x minus 3 on both sides, right? To get that 3 on the right side to be 0, 3 and negative 3. Those cancel. That becomes 0. So this should be a negative 3. Something didn't sound right there. Okay, there we go. That's much better. So this is a negative 3. This is a negative 3. All right. So now I'm just going to rewrite that equation. And I'm going to leave parentheses for the 3 variables. The 3 constants, A, B, and C. So I fill those in because this part is the same every time. Make sure my square root goes over the whole thing and all over 2 times A. All right, so I'm going to plug in my A first. That's in green. So that was a 5. So plug in my A here and an A here. And then plug in my B's, which is a 7 here and a 7 here. And my C, which is a negative 3. All right. And then I get x equals a negative 7 plus or minus square root of 7 squared is 49. And then I have a minus 4 times 5 times the negative 3, so it's minus a negative, so that's going to be a plus. And I get 4 times 5 is 20, times 3 is 60, and 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, and that gives me, simplify as much as you can under the radical. So 49 plus 60 gives me 109. 109, let's see. 109 is actually prime, so I can't split that down any further, and that is as simple as this one's going to get. So there's my final solution for this one. And since it's not going to get any simpler by splitting it, I'll express that as my final solution. But recognize that this really represents 2 different solutions, both just as ugly. So negative 7 plus radical 109 over 10, or x equals negative 7 minus radical 109 over 10. So if you were going to express this as decimals, then you can split that up into two solutions, a plus and a minus. But since we're not going to do that, we're going to leave it in an exact form. That's our final answer.